I'm looking when those I've got here are really watching.
Hello and welcome to the Suburban Sloth Show. I've owned an HTC Vive for just a little over a month now, and I have to be honest, I've fallen down the rabbit hole of VR, and man is it a great new form of entertainment and artistic expression. In today's video, we're going to have a look at my top 10 favourite Vive compatible games, in no particular ranking order. These are just games I've had a ton of fun playing with. I have omitted VR titles which are more experiences rather than an actual playable game. First up, The Lab. The Lab is a collection of tech demos and proof of concept by Valve themselves to showcase Steam VR. It's a mix of mini-games and educational experiences. I've included this game in my list because I absolutely adore the longbow game, where the controls are intuitive and the gameplay incredibly addictive. You have a bow and arrow and have to defend your castle's walls from a horde of invading attackers. Best of all, the Lab is completely free. You just have to buy a Vive headset in order to play it. Space Pirate Trainer is a pure VR gaming experience. It takes a very arcade-like mentality where the idea is to get the highest score and the bang for your buck comes from the gameplay. You, the player, are stationary in a sort of intergalactic spaceport where wave upon wave of drones attack you. You're armed with an arsenal of laser-based weaponry and the option of a shield on your back. The shield comes in two forms, a simple blocking device for the incoming laser beams and a reflector that sends the beams back, with the added advantage of a tractor beam you can attach to the drones and fling them into the floor. My favourite weapon has got to be the grenade launcher that was added in the latest update. It's just so damn good. Audioshield is a simple game but talks to the part of me that was wrapped up in the whole Guitar Hero craze, with the added bonus of not buying another plastic guitar peripheral to add to the pile. You, the player, have two shields and have to block the incoming spheres of the same colour, which represent beats, in a sort of Tron-style arena. You hold both trigger buttons on your Vive controller to activate a third shield which blocks incoming purple beats. With a robust library of user-generated content and music, it's very easy to lose hours of your life to this game.
Morty, good music comes from people who are relaxed. Just hit a button, Morty, give me a beat.
Oh man, okay, right,
In a previous video with my first impressions of the Vive, I already gushed about how funny and entertaining Job Simulator was, but the idea of a set of simulated scenarios created by robots in the future, showcasing how contemporary jobs were in the 21st century, is a perfect blend of satire and irreverence.
I love my job. Keep working.
Hey, what's that?
Raw Data is the perfect blend of Terminator mixed with a wave-based shooter. Fast and frenzied gameplay helped this VR game stand out from the rest of the horde-based experiences. Island 359. Imagine if Michael Bay directed Jurassic Park. Or if you combine Predator with The Lost World. You, the player, are flown into an isolated junglescape with one goal: kill as many dinosaurs as humanly possible, and get back to the chopper. For a game in early access, it's a lot of fun to play, and surely can only improve with time. Hover Junkers satisfies a side of VR that is heavily underutilized, that of the multiplayer shooter. In a post-apocalyptic stylized world, you the player have a varied arsenal of weapons, and your incredibly cool levitating junker. The goal is simple: kill as many of the other players as possible. As you can see, I'm incredibly awful at this game. Still, it's really fun to play. Just be warned though, considering it's completely online, sometimes it can be hard to find a game depending on the time of day. Redout is such a cool experience. Imagine being in the cockpit of an F-Zero or Wipeout style of game, and that's Redout. Sorry for being such a plonker and leaving the Steam VR window open over the gameplay footage whilst I was capturing it. Redout is not Vive exclusive and can be played with just a controller if you wanted, and probably would be a lot easier, but maybe not as fun to play. Being playable without the Vive makes it one of the most substantial experiences on the Vive in terms of longevity, and I would definitely recommend it. Vanishing Realms speaks to the RPG fan in me. Being able to wield a sword and shield in order to battle fantastical creatures and traverse dark dungeons is so insanely immersive. I love it so much, even though I do look like a bit of a prat waving my arms around. The Brookhaven Experiment is the game you're most likely to see on a reaction video, or see a person lose their shit to. It's a well thought out, wave-based shooter with an arsenal of weapons, upgrades and levels. I'm not someone who gets that scared from horror games, but I have to admit, turning around and seeing a flesh-eating zombie in my face is enough to change my underwear to a shade of brown. Well, there you have it. There's my list. Let me know if there's any games you think I left out, or if there's an awesome Vive game you want me to experience. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Cheers.